I was watching a horror movie, and it was called I can't remember what it was called, but it was about a young lady who had a daughter and a husband and a sister. And her sister had inherited this gift from their mom where they could see and hear spirits. Her sister embraced it. She was afraid to. Their mom had passed away, and she was on medication trying to block her gifts. And her mom would come to her in spirit, and she would be mortified of her mom, because the way that sometimes the way spirits come to you, yes, it can be intense, it can be very, very scary, but is good to try to get what it is that they're trying to tell you, because they could very well be trying to save your life or trying to get you to go in the right direction. And she would not. She just tried so hard to fight it. And her daughter also had the gift. And whenever her daughter would try to talk to her about it, because I think her daughter was no more than like 5 or 6 years old, she would whitewash it, make it seem like it wasn't a big deal. And they moved into this house, into the country. And this house was where slave masters had owned slaves, and a lot of the runaway slaves had went down into the tunnel, and they never made it out. And they were coming to the daughter. To try to get her to help them so she could free their spirits. And she would try to tell her mom. Her dad was more open, even though he didn't have the gift. He was more open to listening and things like that. And it took the end of the movie and a lot of crazy stuff to happen for the mother had to face her destiny. It was inevitable, and to save her child. And she did. She had to accept that this is what she had. And what they called it was a veil. You're born, people who could see and feel and hear spirits, it's like you're born with this veil over you. People who see the veil are people who, of course, are special in that way. But if you don't have that kind of gift, you can't see the veil. So you would probably look like, what are you talking about? But